Hello?
Who likes good news, everyone? Then good news, everyone! Who likes good news, everyone? Then good news, everyone!
Bum ba bum ba da ba da ba 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 da ba da ba da 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 ba da 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 ba 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 da ba ba da ba da ba. Hello?
You know what I should probably do? I should probably just set that to play at 17 seconds. I don't know if I can actually do that. I don't know if I can actually do that. I'll bet there is probably a way to do that in StreamerBot if I knew how to like code or something, which I don't, but there is probably a way. I'd have to like start a timer in StreamerBot that starts when I go live. I'd have to start a timer when I go live, and then I could make a timer And then when it hits like 17 seconds to go or whatever, Zelda just plays. Honor of Shinespark. In honor of Shinespark. This was such an exciting thing to come into. Oh my gosh. We have multiple things. First of all, we have a lot of amazing people here. We've got Rumi, Grandpa. I see Sword Art because of their subscription. I see Landrider. I see Jay. How's it going, you guys? It is so good to see you guys. And then we had, and I see DJ because DJ contributed channel points. We completed our channel point community challenge. We completed Metroids in the Kitchen. So we'll be doing a kitchen stream one of these days. I'm going to have to get my MacBook up to snuff. And then we have a hype train. We have a hype train because Sword Art subscribed and Rumi resubscribed. You guys are so kind. I appreciate that so much. That makes me so happy. What an exciting thing. And I ran Auden literally ragged today. We got up on my bed and we like ran around. That's not true. I did not get up on my bed. She was up on my bed and I created like this like ramp of pillows. And if I caught her, she had to like climb up the ramp of pillows. I had to pull her off the bed and she'd have to climb up the ramp of pillows and then she'd run around the bed again. She isn't asleep yet, but I have high hopes. I totally exhausted her this morning. Oh my gosh, and it's pizza day. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot. Martin, thank you so much for the bits. How are you? Good to see you. And Collector. How's it going, Collector? You reminded me that it's pizza day. I totally forgot. Like I knew that because we're actually having a family in our church congregation over tonight to play like Nintendo Switch games. We're gonna let the kids do a bunch of like multiplayer games together. And I was like, so we always do pizza on Fridays. So if you just wanna like, do we just wanna get a couple pizzas and like go in on some pizzas? And she was like, yeah, that sounds great. So hopefully they are gonna bring, I need to remind her to bring their Switch. They just got a Switch for Christmas. And, they need to bring theirs, maybe not necessarily their Switch, although maybe, I don't know. I think they probably have games on there that Charlotte's never played. Charlotte had a little friend come over the other day who is really sweet, and I'm really good friends with his mom. He wanted to play games with Charlotte. And so I downloaded all the multiplayer games I have on my Switch, but there are things like Snipper Clips and Towerfall and Untitled Goose Game. And I could tell he was like, what are these games? And I was like, better games. These are multiplayer indie games, my dude. This is not Super Smash Brothers. This is not Minecraft or whatever they play. What else do they play? Hey, it's Hayes! How's your little guy doing? Is he doing better now that he's on meds and stuff? I downloaded all those games and I heard them go through them one at a time, and he would only play each one for maybe like 10 minutes before he'd be like, let's play something else. And I wanted to be like, what are you looking for, man? Like what, oh, they played Gang Beasts? I mean, all the multiplayer games that we love so much and that Charlotte and I play together and that my siblings and I play together, he didn't want to have anything to do with it. He kind of did, but they played Towerfall, they played Untitled Goose Game, they played Piku Niku, they played Gang Beasts, and they played... What else did they play? Thank you guys so much for the hype train. Thank you so much. That just made my pizza day even better. Meds are working, sleep improved, and fever is down. Hallelujah. Hayes' little one has pneumonia, so that's terrifying. That's like one of my worst fears, is that my children are going to get something like absolutely... I mean, I had pneumonia bad enough that I was hospitalized when I was like a newborn. So that must have been really scary. This kid he was not down. What do he and his brothers play? They play like Minecraft and they play Roblox and they play Super Smash Brothers, and we don't own any of those games. And so I could tell he was like, these are not the games I was thinking. And he really wanted to play Stardew Valley. They wanted to start like a little co-op farm together, but I was like, Stardew Valley is not one you can just kind of pick up and start. Like you kind of have to go in for the long haul. I don't know, but it was just funny listening to them because Charlotte was like all about them and she was so excited, and they switched games like every 10 minutes. They just they didn't speak to him, I guess. Landrider's brother had a respiratory disease when he was a baby. It gave him a slightly raspier voice growing up. But when he sings, our voices can blend really well. So his voice is just permanently raspy. I know people like that. Hey, it's John! Having kids is tough. My worst fear is Susie not playing Doom. Well, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. This may come as a shock, but look at my backlog too, man. Like, I just keep adding games to my backlog. Apparently the Prince of Persia game is supposed to be absolutely fantastic. My brother is just raving about it. And then there's another game. Oh, there's that. I'm gonna sing the there's that Indiana Jones game. I haven't watched an ad for it. They're all the Tomb Raider games. Those aren't even on my backlog, but I should add them. Oh, that's probably really loud for you guys. Is that loud? Oh no, maybe it's not. I don't know. Oh, I was hoping you guys couldn't see my mess down here. Auden pulled out all our batteries. So that's cool. I have had the Tomb Raider. So the only Tomb Raider game I've ever played beginning to end is Tomb Raider 2. And I played it on my Mac and I've played it multiple times and it's kind of a nostalgic comfort game for me. I really love it. And I've beaten it a couple times, but that's the only Tomb Raider game I've ever played and like finished from beginning to end. There was one I played where I don't remember anything about any of the levels, except there was this one level where there were these creepy guys wandering around outside. They had like holes in their middle. I think it was at the end. I think it was the last level. And I couldn't bring myself to go out and like face them. I was too scared. They freaked me out. I played it on an old PC years and years and years and years and years ago, like when we very first moved to Austin. Which one is that? Which one is that one? I can't remember what it was, but it was these creepy guys that like, they seriously had like holes in their stomachs. And at the end of one level, you had to take a key out of one of the holes in their stomachs. And then the next level, they were like wandering around outside. They were so creepy. And it was like old, weird PC graphics. I don't remember which Tomb Raider that was, but I couldn't bring myself to actually finish it. But all the realistic looking Tomb Raider games and stuff, yeah, they tried to be more like open world, or is it not open world? I would love to play Tomb Raider. I've never, like I said, I've only ever beaten one, and it was like, and now they're doing the released one on, like the Switch. I think they're releasing like the whole, or like the original trilogy or something, but I've never played. I just remember me and my friends used to go to Lara Croft's house and lock her butler in the freezer. That's what we used to do. And it used to be great fun. And then there was like a hidden place in like the hedge maze, but there wasn't any point to any of it. It was just, I don't know, it was just there. Yeah, that's kind of what I expected. I kind of, that doesn't surprise me, because even in the originals, there are some, if the originals had graphics like today, the death scenes would be pretty grisly and graphic, but I don't really consider that not safe for Susie, because I don't know, there's a difference between that and, oh, I don't know, Doom. You know what I mean? Yeah, we used to lock him in the pantry or freezer or fridge or something like that. He would follow us around with this little like shaking tray of like china, and he was creepy, and he'd follow us around. And so we used to run into the pantry, and then he was short, so we could jump over him. You know how Lara Croft jumps. She like leaps over him, and then we'd close the door on him, and we thought we were hilarious. We thought we were so funny. We'd go and like swim in her swimming pool, and we'd turn on the like classical music and stuff. Yeah, the only Tomb Raider I've ever played start to finish is Tomb Raider 2. And I have very fond memories of playing Tomb Raider 2. That's the one that's like the curse of the, there's like a dagger or something, like a dragon dagger or something like that. The end levels of that place are whack. Super weird and totally freaky. Like the baddies are really, really freaky. But there was one scene in particular where you're up in like you're in like, there are Yetis. And that was a scary discovery. And you're up in like the temple, you're in like Mongolia, you're in like the mountains of Mongolia or something where it's all snowy. And there was like some area where there were all these Yetis that were all caged. There were seriously like 10 of them. And the Dragger Dagger. Yeah, the Dragger Dagger. Curse of the Dragger. And there was like a switch, and the whole room was dark. And there was like a switch you had to pull in order to open some door. And of course, when you pulled that switch, it opened all the cages and all the Yetis came out. And I just remember my sister and I playing that when we were like, I don't know, 13, 14, and just screaming our heads off down in the basement on my dad's computer, screaming as 10 Yetis came after us. And we were screaming and screaming and screaming. My dad came downstairs and was like, dude, what the heck is going on? We couldn't really explain it. Like we could, but we couldn't. You know what I mean? Yeah, apparently that's all the rage. Props to Stanley because they didn't try to they realized their market was like suddenly women and they went with it. They picked that up and ran with it. They came out with like pastel colors and came out with all these really cute designs and stuff. They weren't like, wait a minute, this isn't who we were marketing to. They were like, sweet, we'll take it. And they just took off with their designs, and props to them. I do not own a Yeti. I own this. It's a cold one. I think it's done by Reduce, or maybe that's the brand, Cold One. I've kind of sort of wanted a new one because mine has fallen on the asphalt multiple times, and it's kind of ghetto, and I would kind of like a nicer color, but I have a really hard time paying $40 for a cup. Naturally. Well, Rumi has the best one with Bucky. Absolutely. Hey, it's Artemis! It's Artemis! It's Artemis! Hey. You know, I could just like print out a sticker. Just put Bucky on my cup. I need to put things on my cup. It would make it prettier. She's not asleep yet. You guys, this makes day 4 because I refused when she had a dirty diaper and I went in there and she was like super stinky. I was like, okay, this doesn't count. But this is day 4 of her not napping, and I don't know what I'm gonna do if she stops napping. It was literally like a switch flipped. She just all of a sudden was just like, oh yeah, no, I don't want to do this anymore. And it was just, and that was even earlier than Charlotte. I thought Charlotte was early. Here I am. Yeah, I know. I need to put Kalulu on here. I need to put all sorts of things on here. But I can't bring myself to spend $40 on a cup. I just can't do that. I don't drink enough water. I should drink more water. I only have one of these a day though. You know what I won't do though is put Dr. Pepper in this. That just seems so wrong. I don't know why. I just can't. I can't bring myself to do it. The Quoom. Get out of here, you stupid moon. You know, I can't help noticing that I gifted Outer Wilds to both my siblings, and neither one of them have played it yet. So, although my brother's like traveling for work right now, so he's playing Prince of Persia on his Switch. So that makes sense. But my sister, last game my sister was playing was, I don't remember. Every time I get on, oh, she's been playing a lot of Splatoon. Yeah, it's true. Stanley's having a renaissance. I don't know. I just have a hard time paying that much money for a cup. But maybe if I paid that much money for a cup, maybe I would use it more often. I don't know. I need to be better. I need to be better at taking care of myself. That's my biggest problem is like I go all these days drinking 1 Dr. Pepper a day and drinking very little water. I go take these these half-hour walks outside. I can't right now because it's too cold, where I'm walking with like 20 pounds on my back. I have all this extra weight in my stroller. I push my baby in a stroller. I have maybe like my bacon, egg, bagel sandwich in the morning. And then I snack on things like goldfish for the rest of the day. And then at night, I'm like, why do I not feel great? Well, it's because you don't drink enough water and because you don't take very good care of yourself. So then I just feel guilty. Goldfish crackers. I do not eat goldfish. Blech. I mean little goldfish crackers. And I just don't take good enough care of myself. And then of course, when I try to take better care of myself, I try to go all in, where I'm drinking 5 times the amount of water and I'm doing all the different strength training exercises. That's what I'd really like to get into, is strength training. Or like strength exercises. I'd really love to be, I'd like to do some toning. I just bought a Pilates, what is it called? A resistance bar. I just bought a resistance bar that's supposed to be here on Monday. Once again, it is one of those things where it's like, maybe this will be the thing that changes my life. I really like working with resistance bands though, but it's really just a matter of sitting down and figuring out the exercises I want to do each day. Because the other part of my problem too is like, how am I supposed to go walking for 30 minutes every day and also strength train? I just don't have that kind of time. Should I be walking less for a less amount of time? I'd rather do cardio. I like going out and walking because then I can listen to a book. I guess I can do that while I'm strength training too. Sword art and boyaki and dad bods. How's it going, dad bods? I haven't been able to take a walk regularly for a while because it's been so cold, and my problem is I would take Auden with me. I do take Auden with me, but I can't leave Charlotte here alone. So if I can't go in the morning, Charlotte gets home from school and is like, I don't want to go for a walk. And I don't blame her. She's been at school all day. I totally don't blame her. And so then I'm like, okay, fine. I'll put it off and I'll do it tomorrow. And then after a couple days, I just feel crappy. And it does wonders for my mental state when I can take regular walks. And I don't know. I don't want to sit and do like a YouTube workout, but I could, but I don't want to. So it's funny that you say that, Jay, because I feel like strength training to have the mental strength to play Doom. I like lifting weights too, but I always hit a period where I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore. And maybe that's when I get to a point where I am doing so many reps. You know, once you move up to doing like 25 reps with lower weight, I mean, what do then? You get heavier weights, right? And then start low again. I don't want to be doing 45 tricep extensions on each arm. It just takes time, man. I just don't have a lot of time. But I can honestly say that when I do take the time to actually strength train, I've done it before. I've done it while I was streaming. I've noticed the difference, like in my arms and stuff on my screen. I've had people say things about it. And it feels so good. And then I'm like, this is amazing. My arms look amazing. Time to never do it again. It's so stupid. I don't understand. Paladrune, how are you? Are you headed to Disney this next week again? Dude, if I were you, I would go to Disney once a week. Totally. I'm now getting the barrage of emails from my stepmother-in-law. Get ready for your Disney trip. Get ready for this. Get ready for this. I have to book some transportation from the airport. It's on my to-do list of things to do. Use your kid as a weight. Yeah, that's actually something I used to do when Auden was really, really little. That baby, working out with your baby as resistance is a very real thing. There are all sorts of videos and things on YouTube of like, use your baby as resistance, because I mean, she was 8 pounds when she was born. You know what I'm saying? I know it's a routine thing and I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it already, even though I'm not even doing it. To-do list of things to do. Withdraw money from the ATM machine and order some shrimp scampi. And go check the VIN number on my vehicle. Oh, you're opting to work instead of go to avoid the dog problem. I've been to Disney entirely too much. I know a lot of people that would say that that's not possible. I know I'm going to be exhausted by the time, like, if our trip actually happens, I'm really hoping it will. Given the amount of emails I've gotten, I imagine it's probably going to happen. but my father-in-law has definitely been known to not follow through on things sometimes. Great Spirit of the woods, hear our prayers. Guide us safely to she who has been entrusted in your ways and the ways of old. Oh, that's the deer. Oh, I gotcha. I understand. Well, I don't really understand, but I see now. Oh, wow, we are totally not in the east. I was like, wow, we're here already. Amazing. No. This is the spirit deer. Memorial. I just need to stop being lazy is what I need to do. I need to stop being lazy, and I really should do it early in the morning, because when I wake up early with Auden on like weekends, I'm like, what am I supposed to do when I wake up early? Can't go for a walk, it's too cold. Can't go for a walk if Andrew is working, because then Charlotte is here. I can't leave Charlotte alone, and it's too cold. But I don't want to read something because then I get tired and I want to sleep. I don't want to... I guess I could play a game. I don't know. The vehicle identification number. Yep. Oh my gosh, Jay, I'm so sorry. Listen. This is why you should not live where it's cold. Oh, poor little critter. I've slipped on ice before, and it sucked. It was awful. I hated it, and I actually started to cry. To be totally honest, though, it had been a really rough night, and I had had a really kind of emotional moment and situation, like, with my family. And so I think that's part of the reason I cried, because it was kind of just a catalyst for, like, everything to all kind of all hit me at the same time. But yeah, I slipped walking down my mom's front porch, and it was awful. It hurt so much. My condolences. Too much Disney is hard, but for me, it's more about the fact that I haven't been able to relax at home in the evenings. Oh, yeah. That makes sense. Oh, we have exciting things here. We have bunnies! I do love that. And mushrooms. Great. Bunnies and mushrooms. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we're supposed to find... Shoot, I should have gone back and asked that lady what I was supposed to do. I just know I'm supposed to be here in the east. Those were my exact same thoughts, Boyaki, when I first heard this music. I was like, oh my gosh, it's just like Outer Wilds. Man, I can't hear a banjo now without... I was just humming Outer Wilds today. I haven't listened to it in a little while, but it popped into my head. The music in this game is excellent. And the... Oh, there's a spirit. Oh! I am departing these lands. The priestess is safe. There is nothing more we can do. So, old friend, why do you linger? Who is talking? I don't know. I didn't realize you could talk to... You could see, like, ghosts. Ghost animals. There's that. Okay, she was talking about the big tree. Yeah, the second that music kicked in, it was immediately Outer Wilds vibes. And I am here for it. Are those llamas? I was gonna say, are they unicorns? No. Are they llamas? Goats. I remember her talking about the tree. This looks very promising. Okay, this looks exciting. Got it. I've done a good 23K steps in 10 miles of walking several days in the last week, just running around buying stuff or returning something that had a hole in it. I know I told Charlotte, I was like, get ready to walk a lot. She was like, are we gonna have like wagon or something? And I was like, no, we're gonna have a stroller for Auden because she can't walk that much. You are gonna walk, ma'am. Oh my goodness, I did not know there were this many of those things. Whatever those things are. Am I know, where's the Master Sword? Oh, what? What is that? That is what this person is running from. What is it? That does not look friendly. It actually honestly reminds me of something kind of sort of out of Horizon Zero Dawn, and I don't like that. Or Forbidden West. Llama goat corns. Baby girl, go to sleep. Okay, full disclosure. If she doesn't end up going to sleep, I'm gonna have to pull her out. I don't know. We'll see kind of how long she does in there. This is day 4 of no nap, and I am not prepared. Okay, I assume I'm supposed to go and, well, there's a thing over there, so we'll go find that thing. We'll go look at that thing. Am I supposed to, like, fly through them all? I feel like that's like a Zelda type, Breath of the Wild type thing. Oh, there was a tree here, and it was cut down. Are there any people here? No. Oh, let's see if I can do this. Ah! Yeah! That's right. Okay. We are headed in the right direction. Oh, I see it. It's over there. Do the places you need to go, are they like lit up always and I just didn't notice that? I've heard great things about Prince of Persia. My brother, who is a very, oh, I'll come back and read you. Oh, shoot. Am I not supposed to, like, land? My brother is not easily impressed by games, and he says it's absolutely phenomenal. I have like 8 games I'm actively playing. Holy moly. I'm still playing Dave the Diver, honestly. I've got a shrimp party tonight, which I'm actually very prepared for. I've caught so many shrimp. I also opened up a branch, so I have like a second, like I've got an extension of my restaurant. But mostly I just go down into the, and I've had like a couple like picture. I don't see any more glowing. All those things are still, but I do see glowing down there, so we will go down there. But yeah, there's a shrimp party tonight. Let's see how that works. Ooh. Oh, I understand. Okay. This is gonna open the door to the tree. Oh my gosh, we're going into the tree. I do not like the look of that creature. Are they gonna be in this tree? I go to a restaurant and order more than I can eat, and I buy way more games than I can play. I don't buy games that I can't play. Like, I don't buy games unless I legitimately find them either on sale, or I usually play one game at a time. I am very rarely actively playing 2 games at a time, other than whatever game I'm streaming and whatever game I'm playing on my own time. I don't have anything kind of heavy. I don't have anything really heavy that I've played in a while because it just takes me too much. Oh, this is exciting. Again, we're going down where there was not a lot of space before. Did the lady call it the Heartwood? Oh my gosh, that does not look good. Hey, it's Jane! Another pizza pal. We're having friends over tonight. We're doing a Nintendo game night with the kids are anyway. I don't know. I'm sure I'll probably join in. This does not look... Is that you, Kara? No, that can't be right. Who are you? I need to get out. I am weak. It's the rock. It's not of this world. The rift further down in the cavern. Close it. You got it, dude. Oh, man. Okay. All right. Something tells me this temple place area hangout is not going to be as zen as the last one. I could be wrong. I don't know. This has a very different vibe. These purple lights. I'm gonna get out my lantern because I'm feeling like I need some of Kara's light here. Oh yeah, air is 149. Yeah, so I got air for I think I paid $2 for it. Can I make that jump? Oh, I missed it. Okay. This will just ride around again. And it's Steam Deck verified. $1.49. And it's not that long of a game from what Collector has told me. It's not that long of a game. There are only 3 temples. Gives me kind of Journey vibes, but it also kind of gives me Fez vibes, which is wild because Fez is so different. Fez is also excellent if you ever get a chance to play Fez. Excellent, excellent game. That one has some puzzles that... Oh, that was so close. Oh, that's right. I can't be a bird in here, can I? I cannot. Okay, I thought maybe I could, but I can't. Okay, forgot. Oh my gosh, we did it. Okay. That can't be it though. Oh, everything stopped. Now this guy is going to tell me what I need to do. It's a cootie. Important, dearb. Very important. And very important. Is a deerb like a burb? A burb. He's got like things on his antlers and you did it. I feel much better already. Thank you. I was beginning to fear a fate where I would fade away. Koroku's men took hold of my home. They wanted the magic of this place. I fought for so long, but I am just one and they were so many. Oh, I think that is the, oh, guess who went to sleep? Oh, I'm so glad. Okay, so you know what this means? This just means that I'm just gonna have to like take 20 minutes every morning to just run her around and just tire my child out. That's what we all do when we have toddlers, right? Just guaranteeing they nap. Oh, that is very, very promising. Okay, whew. At least I kept the most important secret, and it's one you are looking for too, isn't it? I have what you need. Here, take the key. It was my task to protect it, and so I have. Thanks again, young one. I'll leave the rest to you now. I am so grateful, but I don't know where this key goes. Not entirely sure. The $10 The Last of Us 2 upgrade. Okay, so I didn't even realize The Last of Us 2 just came out, like was remastered. I heard nothing about it, and then all of a sudden one day, like some little thing popped up like in my Instagram feed or something, and I was like, I didn't know they remastered the second part. Had no idea. Absolutely no idea. The wear her out plot worked. But you know what? Here's the problem with the wear her out plot. It also wears me out. That's the problem. I didn't get up on the bed. She did let me kind of nap today, though. I was like, okay, I'm going to put a movie on for you. I'm going to get you some cottage cheese. I'm going to get you some potato chips. And I'm going to lay down. Will you let Mama lay down for this guy again? Ah, my friend. What leads a bird to the east? And to visit Leaflaw on top of that? Oh, so she held the key all this time. Use it where it belongs. Further east and a dash north. Oh, thank you for telling me that. But answer me this. How come temples lead downwards when people look up to the sky for answers? It has eluded me for centuries, but that's fine. Humans are special creatures, to say the least. Thank you. Further to the east and a little north. Oh, it was announced at the Game Awards? I don't even remember that. But see, that's not on my radar because that's not a game I'll ever play. So there wasn't really anything that was announced at the Game Awards that I was like, I'm so excited. I'm really looking forward to the Nintendo Switch Direct. I'm hoping that we'll have some good news. We'll all be disappointed by no Silksong news again. We know this. But, that's all right. I'll keep my fingers crossed a little bit. I don't have any interest in playing The Last of Us. I actually own The Last of Us, but I don't have any interest in playing it because I just know it's not for me. It's very bleak. And it's graphic, and I've seen like certain scenes from the show of Urza, which we loved, lost and longed for, city of cities, bright and dead. The white swan of marble raising her long neck elegantly into the purple sky. Her eyes, 1,000 souls swimming the lake of the never-ending afternoon in the heart of spring. Her song, 1,000,000 hearts, praising the beauty of life, undiminished and brief, a petal on the wind of fall. The white swan of marble folding her luminous wings silently in the ashen dusk, never to be seen again. Okay, so I'm really bad with poetry. Oh, never mind. Okay, further to the east. Where are we? Oh, we are not even east. Okay, all the way. I love, oh yeah, the Hyperlight Drifter, it's true. Fez has kind of glyphs like that as well. Like stone tablets that have, you know, little glyphs written on them. That's how you learn the language in Fez. Or you can just look it up. But if you want to like figure out the language on your own, you gotta rely on the glyphs. The Game Awards were the Game Awards. It was really fun watching it on Discord with you guys, though. That was really fun. That was probably the only reason I really totally loved it so much. DJ BJ! I read oh man, my internet's sucking again. Why does this happen? Oh no, it's okay now. What would the Terminator be called in his retirement? The ex-Terminator. Let's get the rats. Hasta la vista. Rats! Can you imagine the Terminator just being an ex-Terminator? I saw a joke the other day that made me think of you, and now I can't remember what it was. Oh, beans. I always think, oh, this is a joke for DJ BJ, and then I think you should take a screenshot, or you should take a picture, or something, and then I forget. I don't know. I don't remember this place being here. Are the lands drifting in the wind? We need to hurry if we want to reach someplace safe. What is that? Oh! Is that the... Definitely does not look like a swan. It looks like a crane. But we were just talking about a swan, so that looks promising. Up there, looks very promising. Very promising indeed. Oh, you know what's another really great puzzle game that I forget about that I highly recommend is a game called Hob. It goes on sale all the time. It's relatively short. It is a really great puzzle game, and the beginning was so different than I expected. I'm not entirely sure what I was expecting, but that was not it. That goes on sale all the time, and I think it's on all platforms. Uh-oh. I am scared. Okay. Apparently she puts her... There is nothing more we can do. The machine is an ancient waiting to happen, an accident waiting to happen. We got too greedy. Oh my. Now I'm curious. Who is person and who is animal? The Terminator is the exterminator. Technically, that's true. For men. Yeah, I came up with some joke. I didn't come... I did not come up with a joke. This actually reminds me a lot of Hob. This, like... all this mechanical stuff around the greenery, that reminds me a lot of Hob. Yeah, what joke was it? I should have taken a screenshot. Hold on, did I take a screenshot? I need to check. I don't know if I did. I don't think I did. I have been going through all my... Oh, what was it? Dang it. No! Gosh, dang it. I have been going through all my pictures. I've been changing, I've been moving them from an external hard drive, from one hard drive to an external hard drive. And it has been so much work, and I'm not even done yet. But I have gone through I've been going through all my pictures because I have thousands of pictures on my phone. Because I'm terrified to delete them, even though they're also on an external hard drive. All Charlotte's baby pictures, Auden's baby pictures, pictures of trips we've taken, all this stuff. They're all thousands of pictures. And so I've been going through and trying to, like, find duplicates and everything, but the pictures are all named different things. And some of them are downloaded from Facebook, but they're the same picture, but they have a different name, so I can't just go through and look for duplicates. It's been so much work. It's absolutely insane. Whoa! Wait a minute. Collector's playing Hob right now? I thought you were playing Limbo. I mean, I guess they're short games. And some people play multiple games. Unlike me, who plays one game at a time. I loved Hob. I thought Hob was great. It ran a little bit choppy on my Switch, just a little bit. I can definitely see how it would run better on like a PlayStation, but I loved it. I thought it was great. It was so surprising to me. It was a very different game than I thought it was going to be. That beginning really, really, really got me. Oh. That's so sad. Put it down for a few other games. Oh, I got it. I gotcha. Yeah, it's great. Okay, are we gonna? There we go. It's definitely not ideal when you have a PC and a Mac, and so it makes sharing, whoa, my. Okay, well that looks like, oh, maybe not. This looks like a place I'm supposed to be, but maybe not. Read part 1. The Gorion of the Storm Islands, from his son, Tazao. Father, it is with sorrow that I must tell you of the loss of the Snow Crane Library. Oh, that's what that was. The palace guard of the city of On came in the night, carrying weapons and shouting the name of their king, Kuroku. I think I know what Kuroku looks like. Oh, maybe not. They destroyed and burned houses and scrolls alike, and would have burned us too had we not been able to escape. We watched from a safe distance, keeping close the few precious scrolls we'd saved. So this was a library? We will journey to the monastery in the northwest to place the scrolls in its safety. I trust that it's too far away for Kuroku's wrath and too poor to excite his greed. The spirit crane, okay, so it was a crane, will lead us until the snow line and then return home south with my letter to you. I hope he finds you well. Okay, Kuroku sounds like a bad bad situation. Prince of Persia runs like maple syrup in a plate? Wait a minute. On what? It runs really poorly? Like on the Switch? Is it released on the Switch? It must be, because my brother's playing it on the Switch right now. He hasn't said anything about performance issues, but then again... Oh, I heard you. Oh my goodness. Yeah, something really bad happened here. I'm afraid I'm gonna miss little people. Oh, you mean it's smooth? Oh, nice. That's good to know. Ooh, it's a bad situation. And my brother hasn't said it has any performance issues. Oh my gosh. So, well, we don't... I haven't seen any more creatures. I've only seen people. So like maple syrup after you microwave it. Super smooth. I mean, I guess I would say maple syrup on a plate is smooth. I just assumed that because it's syrup, it's slow. Yeah, Hob ran a little choppy for me. Mayor, open the door. Are you just going to let these soldiers overrun your city? Stop cowering and come out. Oh. It just ran just the tiniest bit choppy on my Switch, but it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all. It wasn't where I was like, oh, this is the worst. Oh, that's scary. It's sad. It's pretty amazing how you don't need any real words to tell a story. Mayor's house is gone now. I wonder how long ago all this happened. Syrup deserves a better way to be warmed. You don't put syrup in the microwave? I just am not patient. But then again, I don't put things in the microwave that need syrup. I usually will like toast. Well, I'll pre-make a whole bunch of waffles, and then I'll just put them in the freezer, make my own Eggo waffles basically, and then I just put them in the toaster. I'd like to think that I'm a really cool like food prep person, but I'm really not. I don't really love food prep, and it... Oh, what are you? This looks like... a lion? Maybe? This was crazy. I, for one, am glad that the God King is here to protect us against those southern brutes. That throne's gone. Can I, like, talk to the animals with my lantern? No. A manticore? Who knows? At this point... Okay, here are lots of people. Lots of people. The God King demands changes. Changes. The God King? Who the heck is the God King? Is that what's his face? Kuroku? Oh, he's protecting a child. Okay, so where are we? Oh, it's shaped like a moon. Far east and a little north. But yeah, when somebody calls you God, when somebody calls themselves God King. Oh, hello. Oh, you have two tails. Interesting. Yeah, nothing good can ever come from somebody who calls themselves a God King. Man, whatever happened here is must have been awful. Okay, that moon-shaped island or whatever is very promising. Oh. Yeah. Well, I feel like I was already there. Oh, but he said slightly to the north. Oh. Okay. Can I go into something? No? Okay. Okay. He said slightly to the east and slightly to the north. Okay. So we're going to the east. I don't know any David Bowie song. Ooh, this is something I haven't read. Other than, you remind me of the babe. What babe? The babe with the power. What power? Power of voodoo. Who do? You do. Do what? Remind me of the babe. Actually, that's all I know. No, that's not true. There's the dance magic, dance magic, dance magic, dance magic. I don't know, like, all the words. The clans of the south are proud people. Even now, before the threat of the so-called God King Kuroku. Okay, yep, that is the same person, can confirm. Before the cities of Urza and On were built, many of their shifters chose the deer as their spirit animal, the protector. But slowly their spirits succumbed to sadness and they blamed the gods for the darkness in the world. The darkness invited into their hearts, spread further. If this is true, then so is the opposite. Existence of light, and there is hope. I am Kashar of the Eastern Islands and the first shifter in 10 generations. My spirit animal chose me, and I will fight. I will travel north to the monastery to join the other priests. That's where we're going. Monastery. Pretty sure. Yes. I think so. Oh, I kind of sort of know Under Pressure, but not really. Like, I don't know all the words. I can sort of like, oh, this looks promising down here as well. Maybe? Maybe not. So this is just a cave. I don't know all the words to Under Pressure. Monastery. We're on our way to the monastery. I don't know Major Tom. Ground control? No. Ah! Wrong button. I should know more David Bowie songs. But alas and alack. Oh, was that the people? Oh, yes! Oh my gosh. Sir, our scouts report that several deposits of air. It's kind of like when you're reading a book and you come across like the title of the book on your page and you're like, oh my gosh. Have been found under the temple grounds north of here. Oh. Okay. That was a little tidbit. Air, huh? I'm so glad she slept. 4 days. 4 days. 5 if you count the day that she had a stinky diaper. Yeah, apparently it is. It's a thing. Okay, well, I have the key. So there are some people. Okay. The guard tower has fallen. Help me search for survivors. Oh dear. More bunnies. Oh man. If I could get my controls right. That is the guard tower. Yes. That is a tower. That is something that fell down. Okay. We're gonna go to all these little islands. Wow, the camera angles are all over the place. I am so sorry. I haven't gotten motion sick yet, which is great. Oh, I see the light over there. That's where I'm supposed to go. Awesome, great. Seriously, I am legitimately curious if there was a shining light at the other place that I just did not notice while I was flying around. You'd think I would notice something like that. Home of thousands. We built this shrine to stand beacon. We built this city. And as home to the birds of these lands, much as birds did for us in ancient days. They have been our friends since forever. They scouted the lands and settled in places of soil which could sustain us. When we were the tribes in the wilds, we traveled with the birds as they moved. We trusted them to mark the moment of change. They taught us to become nomads and shaped us to what we became. I wish I could turn into a bird. And I say that with all seriousness. Like, being able to fly. Condor Condo! I was gonna say, it's like the owlry. Look at them. It's their little hotel. It's great. There was not a shining light? Oh, I'm so glad. Because I was like, if I just that is something I would have noticed. That is like, hey, you, come here. This is where you're supposed to go next. Glowing things in games usually mean quests or whatever. And I was going to say, if I missed that, that is shame on me as a gamer. Man. I love being able to fly. It's like therapy for me. I'm sorry, can you change into a bird? Or do you have your pilot's license? No. Does anybody in chat have their pilot's license? Or am I remembering wrong? Andrew had a coworker that had his pilot's license. He worked at like Outback Steakhouse. He was like our same age. He was like 20 something. Oh. I imagine being able to like, those are like the best dreams. Flying or being able to breathe underwater. Oh, that's right. You're an indoor skydiver. That's right. You mean you did not see the shining GPS light in Outer Wilds either? You liar. Outer Wilds is like, we're not going to help you at all. You're on your own. See you later. Bye. We will not help you at all. Chain, are we saying we've been high like physically or like emotionally? But I've been pretty high before. Did I check these people? I think I did. This is the Watchtower people. Okay. Oh, they found us. Quick, Mira, run. Ah! Okay. That is one of those things that was lying on the ground. That is a bad situation. Okay. That is a very bad situation. That was not one of the good guys that was lying on the ground. Got it. I wondered if that was the case. I was like, are you on our team? Our team. Their team? I don't know. Spirit animals. I also couldn't tell if it was a spirit. What? If I had my pilot's license, I wouldn't be working part-time at a gym. I guess that's true. I don't know what it takes to get, like, I don't know how much schooling it takes to get your pilot's license. I imagine it's probably a lot. But I just remember I was in esthetician school. Pack your things, sister. The rumors are true. We are leaving for the west. The priestess will give us shelter. I was in esthetician school and I just found out I did not fit in very well at my esthetician school. I don't really know why. I'm a very, I'm a really like chatty person and I love people, but some people don't jibe with me and they don't, I don't know. I'd like to think that I can get along with everyone. And for the most part, I can, but I had a really, really hard time making friends in esthetician school. Not really sure why. I don't know if it was because I just didn't, maybe it was because I was like, I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to learn and I'm here to get my schooling done and be done. But I was like, I'm also not in high school anymore, so I don't want to really act like I'm in high school anymore. And I feel like a lot of the girls were kind of still acting like they were all in high school. And that was frustrating. Who dis? Somebody's calling me. I don't know who you are. But I just remember trying to have a conversation. This is the protector that my father and his father before him asked the guidance of. That was before the God King protected us. Wait, the God King protected who now? Oh. Hawk. Good choose. I'm on the edge, the edge, the edge, the edge, the edge, the edge, the edge. Gotta love those glitches. I'm sorry, I'm exploring. I like exploring a lot. I like finding all these little spirit people. But I was talking to these girls in esthetician school and I was like, oh, one of them was from Dallas. And I mean, they were my same age, but kind of trying to make conversation. I was like, oh, I found out the other day, Andrew has a coworker that has his pilot's license. And the girl was talking to another girl and they both looked at me and she goes, my dad has a plane. Okay. I was like, okay. Just trying to make conversation here. And I thought that was really kind of an amazing thing. And apparently that's just everyday life for you. It was just the weirdest. And when I came home and told Andrew about it, he was like, okay, well, her dad's probably in like his 50s, right? Do you know anybody like in their 20s that has their pilot license? Like you could date? And that like could fly you around? Probably not. Oh, it was just I don't know. It's just one of those situations where I was like, cool, this backfired. Oh, I recognize this now. I'm supposed to, oh. Hold on, before I open that. Hey, it's Scarecrow! Okay, I don't know how to pronounce her name. How do you pronounce her name? I know who you're talking about, but I can't remember how to pronounce her first name. You drove here? My dad has lots of cars. Like, seriously? Let go of me. These are holy grounds, not just another power source for the taking. Okay, I want to make sure I haven't missed any spirit people. Because I really like finding those little tidbits of information. I feel like I saw, whoa. Okay, no. How do you pronounce it? Sinead. Okay. Sinead O'Connor. I should probably watch a documentary on her. I don't know much about her. I know she was a controversial person, at least to some people. That's all I really know about her, which is a shame. I should know more. Any people? It's sad she passed away, though. She was young, wasn't she? Anybody that passes away. Passing away is sad, but when you pass away really young, it's just really heartbreaking. Okay, I don't think I missed anything else. To coincide that temple. Big, my dad could beat up your dad energy. I know, I was like, okay. I was just trying to like make conversation, just trying to like connect with people. And like, I got along with everyone in my esthetician class. Okay, so when I first, oh yeah, no, that's really young. That is too young. When I first got into my esthetician school, they broke us up into two groups. And one class, like one group of girls had like practical practice over at the spa, where we would take clients and we'd work on each other and give each other facials and manicures and pedicures and things like that. Oh my gosh, I had every part, I'm not lying, every part of my body waxed when I was in school. We all did, because we were all practicing on each other. Anyway, and then the other class would, I would say team, the other class would go to like theory. And we would learn about the layers of the skin and why you should do this and what contraindications are and blah, 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 blah. And so when we went to like orientation, I remember connecting with this girl and having a really awesome, I just felt a connection with her. Her name was Sarah. And I just felt this connection with her, and I felt really kind of awkward, and I just felt kind of awkward because, like, I don't know, it wasn't high school, but I felt like everybody was kind of sort of connecting with one another, and I just didn't really feel like I was connecting with anyone. But I felt a connection with this girl, Sarah, and it turned out she was in the other group. And so I wasn't going to be in her same group. And so I actually went to my instructor and I asked if I could be switched. And she said, yeah. So I switched. I took one theory class with my class I'd originally been in, and then I switched over to the other one. And apparently everybody felt like that was a slap in the face, which I didn't really think about at the time. I didn't think about any of the other people because I was like, I don't even know you guys. I don't even know who you are. Like, we've never even talked to one another. But apparently everybody was upset because I switched classes, and apparently they weren't good enough for me. So that was an awesome start to my schooling. And then this Sarah girl became super good friends with the one girl in my class who hated me. And I don't even know why. To this day, I can't even tell you why she disliked me so much. But she made my life a living hell while I was in that class. She and this other girl. And so I didn't want to switch back classes, so I just decided to like stick it out and just try and make the best of it. And so I tried to kind of get along with the girls, and I got along with everybody okay. I didn't really consider any of them friends. I certainly didn't spend any time with any of them outside of school. And I wasn't the only married one in my esthetician school either. But I knew people were hanging out with each other outside of school. I was never invited to anything. I never had friends outside of the aesthetic school. And then one day, I don't remember exactly how this went down, but the instructor that I had gone to and been like, hey, I'd really like to switch classes because I kind of feel a connection to this girl. She called me out in front of the whole class and was like, well, weren't you the one that came to me asking to switch classes because you didn't feel like you had friends in the other class or something? That was one of the meanest things anybody has ever said or done to me. It was in front of the entire class. The best thing I could do was get my schooling done and get out of there. It was awful. I mean, I'd like to sit here and say, yeah, I had a great time in school. I had a couple good moments, but like the pettiness was unbelievable. And that's just it. Mean girl vibes. It was all females. We didn't have any males around. So it was just all girls, and girls cut deep, and girls hold grudges, and girls can be so mean. And so I was just basically just like, I don't want to say I was bullied, but there were two girls that kind of ran the class, and neither one of them liked me. And so I ended up kind of sort of connecting with a couple of the other girls, but I don't feel like we ever really connected. And they did show up to a birthday party and I invited them to, but I think they thought I had like Hermione Granger vibes, where like I was the one that was always like, oh, I know the answer. But I finally realized like a quarter of the way through my schooling, I was like, I don't care what anybody thinks of me. I'm going to become the very best esthetician I can be. I'm going to get the best grades I'm going to get, and I'm going to graduate, and I'm going to say see you later to all these people, and I'm never going to see you again. I don't ever want to see anybody from this class ever again. And so that's what I did. I buried my nose in my book, and I memorized everything. I got all the best test scores. And so then everybody hated me because I was the best in the class. And I was like, you know what? I don't care. Yeah, that is on you. This is not like party time for me. I want to get my education and get out. I want to be done. I haven't talked about this in so long. I like repressed it. It was an awful time. It was a really awful time. I would come home and complain every single day. And then I was working part-time at P.F. Chang's. I had more friends and got along better with the people I worked with at P.F. Chang's than I ever did any of the people I went to esthetician school with. And I went to like barbecues, Guitar Hero nights. We had all sorts of like potlucks, all sorts of things. Those were my friends. My coworkers were my friends. I was not friends with anybody in my class. And even by the end of like graduation, I took pictures with girls and stuff. I haven't kept up with any of them. You know, we were all Facebook friends and whatnot. And then a couple months down the line, or maybe it was like a couple years down the line, that really mean girl that made my life a living hell when I was in class, she friended me on Facebook and I ignored it. So she friended me again and I declined it, and she friended me again, and then she sent me a message and she was like, hey, I don't know if you've been seeing my friend requests, but I was just wondering if we could like reconnect. And I straight up wrote her a message and was like, I have really awful memories that are tied to you, and I have no desire to let you back into my life. I wish you the best. I don't wish you any harm or negativity. I hope you have a happy life, but I don't want you in mine. And she wrote me back and was like, oh, I thought we got over all that, but okay, I guess that's fine. I understand. And I was like, got over? What are you talking about? When did that ever happen? Also, it's Mac. How are you? Anyway, I haven't talked about this in a really long time, and I feel like as I'm talking about it, more and more memories are coming to me. So I just made the choice and was just like, I'm gonna be the best I'm gonna be, and I'm gonna be the top of the class, and I'm not gonna care what anybody thinks, and that's what I did. And I graduated with honors, and I spoke at our graduation. I was the only person who spoke at the graduation, and I was top of the class, and so then the girls hated me even still. It was a bad time. I haven't really thought much about it, but I really did not enjoy my esthetician school. I enjoyed what I was learning, but I did not enjoy the people I was with. And to be called out for like not having any friends and then switching classes in front of my entire class, I came home and cried so often when I was in school. It was awful. Got over meaning, oh, I just forgot. Ugh. It's funny you say bye, Felicia, because actually the one girl that was like really nice to me, her name was Felicia. She was really, really nice. I wouldn't necessarily call her like a good friend of mine, but I feel like I kind of gravitated to her because she was the only person that was actually legitimately nice to me and I didn't feel like I was competing with her or anything like that. Yeah, I had some good experiences where like we had crappy clients that came in and had funny things happen and we'd laugh about it or whatever, but I didn't come out of school with any friends. I stay in touch more with old coworkers from PF Chang's than I ever do any of the people I went to esthetician school with. But like, I don't know, like it was a hard time. It was a really, really hard time. I guess I just kind of was like, we were out of high school and I, what's the word I'm looking for? Naively thought it was going to be better, but it totally wasn't. Everybody was still stuck in high school and it just wasn't. It's true. Trauma. And I don't feel like I don't feel like it gave me like depression or PTSD or anything like that, but it just really drove home that you have to choose kindness. You never know how you're going to affect people. I would never treat anybody that way. And that's what I'm teaching my children is we don't treat people that way. We don't bully. We don't make fun of people. We don't make them feel like ostracized. We include people because I've been on the receiving end of that. I've always been made fun of all my life because I'm a chatterbox. It's come in handy helping me stream, which is nice. And it definitely came in handy when I was doing lashes because I talked for hours on end because my client was laying on a bed with their eyes closed. But I just thought it was going to be kind of this magical, like, yeah, we're all going to learn these amazing things together. And then everybody was really competitive and everybody was nasty and everybody was mean and everybody had friends but me. And so I finally was just like, all right, that's how this is going to be. I'm not going to get close to anybody then. I'm just going to do my best. And that is true. You know what? It's funny you say that, Martin, because my grandma was horrified when she found out what I was going to go to school for. She was like, well, yeah, mean granny, right? Beauty school? Why would you want to go to beauty school? And I was like, Granny, it's different now. You know, it used to be a cop-out, and it's not a cop-out anymore, but I feel like it was a cop-out for most of those girls. And I did end up working with one of them at a spa later, and she was way nicer when we were actually coworkers. But I wanted to kind of become friends with her because as we worked together, I was like, you know what? You're pretty cool. She had been in the other class that I had switched out of, so I'd never really gotten to know her. She was really, really cool. But once I quit the job, once I quit that job, I never heard from them again. Jane says, dang. Props to your honesty. I can't imagine saying something that untruthful because, dang, that would gut me to discover someone thought of me that way. I don't know. I just decided to just be totally honest with her and just be like, you know what? I don't owe you anything. And you made my life pretty hard when I was in school. And I'm not saying that I like don't forgive you, because I believe in forgiveness, but I don't need you in my life. I don't need you as a friend. I don't need you. And granted, Facebook is Facebook, but I was just like, I don't need you in my life. I hope you have a good one, but it's not going to be part of mine. And she's never contacted me since. And I say, awesome, great. I hope you have an excellent life. I hope that's great. I didn't want to be mean, but at the same time, I needed her to know that her actions had consequences, and that I wasn't just going to be like, yeah, sure, everything's totally fine, because it wasn't fine. And when I saw her picture, it brought back all these memories, and I was like, I'm sure she's probably a different person now. Or maybe she's not. Maybe she's not. I don't know. But I certainly don't need a person that could treat, like, I know people can change, but I was just like, you did not make a good impression on me enough for me to want to like work through this with you. Sorry, but that's just not gonna be. That chick really said, I know I set your hair on fire in school, but we can be besties now, right? Well, you'd think that when you're like ripping the hair out of each other's body parts, you'd think that you'd bond, but we didn't. It does kind of make me angry, Jay. Like when I think about it, it does make me angry, but I also get frustrated with the instructors, because I feel like the instructors could have handled things so much better than they did. I'm sure they probably were aware that there was some negativity and there were nasty things being said about me behind my back and whatnot. And I feel like they were just kind of like, well, I'm just going to stay out of it. But that one instructor to be like, oh yeah, didn't you transfer classes because you didn't have any friends or something like that? I don't remember exactly what she said, but it was something that I was like, I cannot believe she just said that in front of this entire class. And then the friendship with that girl that I kind of connected with didn't even really end up working out, really. However, I do feel like I helped her learn how to become a better esthetician. She had a really hard time with a certain service, and I kind of took her under my wing and was like, look, just take a deep breath. It's gonna be okay. This is how I do it. I'll show you how I do it and everything. And she did tell me later, she was like, I literally wouldn't be where I am if you hadn't taken me under your wing like that. But whatever, I wouldn't call us friends by any means. These colors are giving me very Tunic vibes. These purples, very, very Tunic vibes. What are you doing? Oh, you're crawling, okay. So I'm aware that my personality doesn't necessarily jibe with every single person, and that I may be too much for some people. I get that. I feel like over the years I've learned and I've grown and I've been able to kind of sort of like discover how to be around people and how to like, and learned volume control and whatnot. And, you know, sometimes my personality just doesn't really jibe with others. And I get that. And I can respect that. That's fine. But I really wanted to fit in when I was in school, and I just didn't. And I was finally like, okay. It's kind of like Megamind, where he's like, if I was so bad, I was going to be the baddest villain there was. And it's kind of, and every time Charlotte and I watch Megamind, I'm always like, okay, so you are aware what happened here, right? Nobody was kind to him. Nobody was nice to him. He made a choice to be an evil villain, but he felt like that was probably the only choice he had, because he couldn't win otherwise, right? Like we understand this, right? If they'd been kind to him, he probably wouldn't have chosen to become bad. But because everybody treated him like he was bad, he decided that's what he was going to do. So, oh, there's totally such thing as too much Susie. For sure. That's exactly the service she had problems with, was Brazilians. Brazilian bikini waxes. That's where you wax everything. And, yeah, so I helped her like learn how to be a better waxer, and she was like, she kind of sort of started her own little like spa, and she even did reach out and tell me, she was like, I wouldn't be where I am if it weren't for your help. And that did somewhat make me feel better, but I was like, but at that point, like, we were all graduated and everything, so I was like, cool, I'm really glad I helped you. Megamind is a villain. He is bad, but he is not evil. Maybe I don't want to be the bad guy anymore. That's right. I was less right. The dreams of the people are calm again. I hope this whole ordeal with the king is nothing more than an old man worrying about nothing. I think you're probably wrong. Spirit person? Yeah, chaotic good, I would say. I love Megamind so much. Megamind was just one of those really great cartoons that just... I think it's a really underrated... Wait a minute. How the... Oh. It's totally underrated. The story was great. It had twists and turns in it that I didn't expect. Titan is a terrifying villain. And Megamind is great. We found a fortune! There are multiple pockets of air below. Loads more than we'd anticipated. Okay, all right, we're gonna find air. The elevator isn't working again. Who keeps turning off the main switch? That's a great question. All these doors, I imagine, once I get to the bottom of this place, are going to open, and that's gonna open up a whole new situation. Oh, like this guy. Yeah. I didn't mean to go off on that long tangent about my schooling, but a lot of memories were unlocked while I was talking about it, and I'd forgotten that that instructor was like, well, didn't you transfer because you didn't have any friends or something? And it all started with an airplane comment. My dad has a plane. Okay. What do you want from me? Like, what am I supposed to say to that? What am I even supposed to... Oh, well, you're cooler than me then, I guess. My dad can beat up your dad. Stop trying to make fetch happen. I've actually never seen Mean Girls. I've seen clips of it, but I've never actually seen the whole movie. So I can't really, like, actually quote it. Titan is a very real villain. He's so creepy. Agreed. I know people like that. I absolutely know people like that. He's like grabs Roxanne, like tosses her off a building, and he's like, whoa, I just saved your life! And I'm trying to explain to Charlotte, I'm like, okay, that doesn't count because he also put her in danger, okay? That's not the same thing. You can't just throw somebody into a bull ring with a mad, angry bull, and then right at the last second when they're about to be gored open, pull them out and be like, oh, I just saved your life! Don't you love me? No, that's not how love works! Oh my gosh. Yeah, Titan is scary. He freaks me out, and that's the kind of guy that I get nervous that is gonna, you know, prey on Charlotte someday. That's what every father with daughters is worried about. They're worried that some guy like that is gonna try and be with their daughter, be this ridiculous manipulator. My dad had a plane. Cool story, Becky. Shut up. Nobody cares. You know what? I hope she's also happy. I hope she's successful. I hope she's happy. I hope she's having a great time with her life. I don't need her as a friend. Hopefully she's grown up a little bit. I hope so. I'm not saying I was mature when I was in esthetician school. I'm sure I probably wasn't. But I think I had enough sense to not be like, my dad has a plane. That's just so ridiculous. Whoa, what is that? Oh, those are the scrolls. Oh my gosh, they're giant. I thought the scrolls would be small. Okay. Well, these are like shining, shimmering, splendid. Ooh, am I supposed to like... do something with them? Glad you helped her. Brazilians are painful enough when you get someone who knows what they're doing. Yeah. And then actually, I ended up having to be retrained on Brazilian bikini waxes because I had only been trained to use a certain type of wax. And so I had a nightmare experience with the client, and I had to be like retrained. Oh, maybe I'm facing the wrong way. That's a problem. Oh no! Oh. Okay. Oh! Gazelle girl! Come on now! Okay. Am I doing this right? I don't even know. Can I make that jump? I don't think I can! Oh, maybe I can. Oh, no, I can't. Oh, beans. I don't know if I'm doing that right. It was a nightmare for me and the client because I used a different wax that I shouldn't have used because I wasn't as trained on it, but I was like, I know how that wax works. Like, that's fine. There's wax that you push on. It's the same wax your wife used on you, which hardens. That's the best wax to use for a Brazilian. I've learned that now. I didn't know that at the time. I learned with the wax that you put a strip on and then pull off. And she asked me to use that hard wax that kind of like shrink wraps the hair and like hardens, and then you just... Oh, I think I understand. We're making steps, baby. Steps! Oh, oh. Oh no! I lost it! No! Dang it! Boo! Yeah, it was a nightmare for both of us. Luckily, she was really nice about it, even though she was like, really, she was in so much pain and I felt awful. But I remember calling my manager, my like salon owner, in tears and being like, I will never do another Brazilian wax. I can't. I traumatized this woman. And he was like, well, our old esthetician, she hasn't moved away yet. She can, I'll set you up with her. She was like the Brazilian master or whatever. So sure enough, yeah, she taught me how to use the different wax, and then I was better. Yeah, so there were so many things done with that Steve Carell scene and so many things done wrong. And that girl, from what I understand, was not an esthetician. And so you know that she was probably like, I've been waxed before. I kind of know how to do it. So there were so many things that were done wrong. I'm not saying waxing does not hurt, because it does, but there are certain things you can do to make it hurt less. Also, why she would do a strip here and a strip here and then a strip down his stomach is beyond me. Like, that's ridiculous. This is the feast in honor of the only god. Okay, only god, God King, Kuroku. Forever is his reign, King of Kings and soon the ruler of the known world. That's presumptuous. But yeah, it's painful. Like, don't get me wrong. It's definitely painful. Yanking hair for Chain, whatever, never bothered Chain. We used to wad up duct tape on our chest hair and rip it off for funsies. Okay, remind us to never hang out with Chain where there's duct tape around. Yeah, waxing's definitely not fun. Not a fun time, but I actually don't shave my underarms. I only wax my underarms. Because the more you wax, the more you bring the, you can damage the hair follicle and the hair may never grow back. So it actually grows in thinner and softer than if you shave. It's a common misconception that if you waxing and shaving are different. Shaving, you're cutting a blunt end off of the hair. And so that's why it's prickly when it grows back. But when you wax, it just grows in a new baby hair and it's not itchy at all. I know. It's hard to believe, but it's true. Waxing was really fun because waxing was like instant results. Like facials and stuff, okay. Like you leave pretty much looking the same way you came in. But with waxing, the hair's there and then suddenly the hair's gone. So, yeah. The scene in with Steve Carell is funny, but she did so many things wrong. So many things. You don't count. Because if you tense your body up, it just creates faster blood flow and it just hurts more. I did count with my sister though once when I was waxing her legs. I was like 1, 2, and then I pulled the strip and went 3. And she goes, that actually helped. I was like, oh, I'm so glad. Yeah, you can't have them tense up. I did so much waxing when I did a lot of waxing in my early esthetician years. But I did do Brazilian waxes. I had a couple clients that came in regularly for Brazilian bikini waxes. I don't recommend them. They're very, very painful. But this is getting into like non-family friendly territory, so I did one time have a salon owner that, without asking me, booked me a male Brazilian. And luckily, I had like 2 hours before he showed up. He was French, I think. And I went to her and was like, I do not do male Brazilians. And she goes, what? Why not? And I was like, first of all, I don't know how. And second of all, I just don't feel comfortable doing male Brazilians. And she was like, really? Why? I was like, well, then you do it. If you're so comfortable doing it, it was just against it just wasn't something I was comfortable doing, just me personally. And when I got home and told Andrew about it, Andrew was like, I would have rather had you walk out of that salon and say, I quit, than do a male Brazilian against your will. And I was like, I agree. Luckily, she was like, well, I don't really feel like it's that big of a deal, but I guess if it's like a big deal, I'll just ask somebody else to do it. And I was like, you should probably do that. Yeah, no. Definitely not for me. Okay, well, now I'm confused because I feel like I'm supposed to activate something and I don't know what, unless I'm supposed to like jump down on this to read this. Nope, just stand there. A drill? Activating a drill? Oh, I understand. Kind of, maybe? Oh, okay. I think I get it. We're supposed to fall down here. Yes. Okay. Yep. Can confirm. We are not as lost. Oh, that is helpful. All in all, I'm grateful I went to esthetician school because it taught me aesthetics, which eventually got me into lash extensions. It was a long road to get there, but lash extensions were my favorite thing I had ever done, and it was probably the thing I was the best at. And I loved doing lash extensions, so I'm grateful for that. All the blood, sweat, and tears that went into it. I was really, really happy with my career as a lash tech. And I would love to do lashes again, but I'm not in a position to like build a clientele. That takes a lot of time. People are always like, well, you could just do it out of your house. And I'm like, yeah, but building a clientele takes so long. And I would rather stream, honestly. I would much rather just stream. This is way more fun. They do that with tandem skydiving. They tell you we'll jump on 3, 1, 2, jump, because people grab the doors on 3. Yep. Yeah, you just don't count. Don't count. Okay. I hope I'm doing this right. I think... Oh, yep. They did it with Alan Rickman on Die Hard. I've never seen Die Hard. Not sure what would be more painful for Jay, a Brazilian wax or going 1 versus 1 with a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. That is interesting. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, there's one of those things. Yes, this place in particular gives me very Hob/Tunic vibes. Very much so. And I actually really like it. I like these colors. Oh! Dang it! Boo! Boo! The one jump. It led me. False sense of security. Dang it. You know what, though? There are so many people that go through things like I did in school. Like, this life is filled with sad things, and there will always be people that make crappy decisions which inevitably affect you. There will always be mean people in your life. There will always be people that say nasty things, that never grow up, that do crappy things, and we just have to move past it and just hope, just wish them the best, and just... This is not the progression you had in this temple? It seems very linear to me. That's so funny. Seems very, very linear. Like, this is the way you go. Oh, that's the wrong... Nope, that's not the way you go. This is the way we go. We jump up here. That's so interesting. Okay. Oh, this is moving up and down and up and down. Ultimately, everybody has crappy things that happen in their lives, and you know, I'm sure all of you have similar stories about either bullies that were in school or college or whatever. You just have to kind of move past it and hopefully be the bigger person. And I wasn't trying to necessarily be like a jerk when I told that girl I didn't want to be friends with her. I felt like I had every right to not want to be friends with her. I don't have to be friends with everybody. I wasn't being unkind, but I don't have to be like friends with her either. The king's men are soon here. We need to hurry. I hope the scrolls will be safe in here. And that's something I've told Charlotte because she is a sensitive little sweetheart and she wants to be friends with everybody. And so we had a situation in her first grade class where there was some kid that was kind of bullying her, and mostly just kind of playing the whole like, well, we're not friends anymore kind of card if she did something that upset him. And I was like, sweetheart, you don't have to be friends with everybody. We don't have to be mean to people, but we don't have to be friends with everyone. And if he's gonna play that game, then you don't need to like be friends with him. You can be nice to him, but you don't have to be mean. Or you don't have to be friends. It's DJ! Of all the sad things I've heard during the stream, the saddest is most definitely, I've never seen Die Hard. I've never seen Listen, you guys, I've never seen Die Hard, I've never seen The Fifth Element, I've never seen Tremors, and I've never seen Mean Girls. I've never seen The Notebook either. When the creator made the humans, the keeper of dreams came forward and stood guard. He saw the link between the great dreamer and eternity. Sometimes fear and nightmares were born into the world, and when snatched up by human thought, they turned into horrible realities. So he prepared powerful songs of time and peace, stories to lead the nightmares astray, and he trapped them in eternal scrolls and stored them away. Horrible stories never to come true, stored and forgotten in his halls of sleep. Interesting. That sort of reminds me, kind of. It is linear, but I believe I did other things before you will. It all leads to the same conclusion. I'm glad to know there is no right or wrong. That is good. That is good. That is. Oh, there's another one. Okay. Did I open? Oh, yep, I did. Okay. So, are we working our way up? I think we're working our way up. I think so. That's where they just rip it out by hand. One at a time. Ah! Okay, that's where I came in. I'm missing one. Maybe? Oh, this door looks newly opened. Oh, wait. I feel like I've been here. Oh, this is the way I came. Oh, no. I think this is the way I came in. Yes. Oh, shoot. Okay. Crap. I would just look at the wax and just tap out. I'm multipass. That's the only thing I know. Multipass. Yeah, Andrew and I were going to watch it the other day, and then we didn't because it used to be free on YouTube. That was the night when Andrew was like, you're just going to watch a movie on the iPad? And I was like, well, yeah, Star Trek is free. I've been meaning to watch it forever. And he was like, I've been meaning to watch a movie with you forever. And I was like, I didn't know that. Okay. I was like, what are you talking about? We just watched Blade Runner. And he was like, that was months ago. And I was like, okay, then let's watch a movie. So then we sat and debated, but we ended up watching Avatar, Second Way of the Water or whatever, and it was good. It was pretty good. I liked it. It was pretty good. I remember very little about the original one, so it was hard for me to compare the two because I was like, I don't know, it's pretty. I'm definitely, I think so. I think I'm more the Chris Tucker character. I don't know any quotes from him, but I've definitely like seen snippets. I would say that's definitely more my character. Can confirm, probably. Yeah, and I know, I've never watched Die Hard. I won't play Doom. Stay at your own risk, man. I don't know. I don't know what else I have to offer. And now I'm lost in this giant area that I don't understand. I am legitimately... Oh, this happened last time. This staircase. Okay. I have an hour left. I know I can finish this temple. I just know it. Oh, this might be new. Yes? No? No. No. That is where I just came from. Okay. Oh! Look at that. It's right across the way from me. How did I miss that? Oh my gosh. Ruby Rod is hands down the most entertaining character in Fifth Element. Is that what's his face's character? Chris Tucker? I was gonna say Chris... Not Chris Tucker. What's his name? The comedian. What did that do? What did that do? That didn't even show me what that did. Chris Rock. That's what I was thinking. Can confirm it is not Chris Rock. Oh, nope. Once again, that is... Wait a minute. Why is this still, like, glowing? I thought I activated it. Did I not? Oh, it was an elevator. Apparently I didn't activate it. There's a glowing thing. That is good. Wait! I've been here! I did this before! Die Hard is not a Christmas movie. He is running around a tower avoiding Alan Rickman. It's a Harry Potter movie. Does this go to, like, all the floors? Nope. Now I have the Elder Wand. Oh, 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 oh. Maybe it's down here? I've already done this, have I not? Oh, that's where the main door is. I have... Oh, I see it. It's up there, I think, so. Unless this is just another... Oh, I don't recognize any of this. Could I have come here earlier and I just didn't realize? Probably. Okay. No, I have not. I have not seen Die Hard. No. No. Okay, well, that was nice. It was down here. So, like, I could just run over this way. I did all the other harder parts first. That is good. That is good. That is. I guess I should drink some water. After the last ending of the temple, I am very excited about this one. What? Oh my. So the time has come, finally. Then this marks the time for the Keeper of Dreams to wake from this daydream and to resign. How could I protect your people from the nightmares that lurked within their dreams as you ceased to believe in me? I doubt you will be able to overcome the shadow that lurks your world, little human. There is a shadow in every human as well. A shadow called emptiness that can't be filled with power nor possessions. Shallow minds led way for the void to come into existence, eating everything away. That is very Journey. The Creator had to sacrifice himself to lock away the ravenous void, and the lands and skies were shattered in the Great Divide. Heed my word, little human. Will you be able to find the last fragment before the void does? For myself, I claim the deep sleep and leave my concerns to you. I am free. Yeah, that looks just like something out of Journey. Those big pieces of fabric. I've never seen Die Hard. I don't even know what Die Hard is about. I just know what's his face is in it. Okay, so is that Caractus? What's his name? I want to call him Kronos, but it's not Kronos. The one king god? Is he the same as the Void? Is the Void the Nothing? Are we playing the Neverending Story? So the Void is the black rocks, right? I assumed I was probably there pretty early on and I just missed it. Okay, what happened to this temple? Rocks. Okay. That's another temple down. We did it! Because I didn't get lost. Well, as lost this time around. Sweet. I'm still, like, slightly confused. Oh. I'm still slightly confused on what the story is. Seems kind of Little Nemo Dream Master-ish, kind of. Like, the creator... Okay, wait. Which direction do I have to go? I have to go... southwest, kind of. So there was a creator that locked nightmares away in his dreams. But now he's gone. No, that wasn't the creator, though. I mean, basically, the world is in danger. Like, the void is coming. And if I can't get that fragment, it's confusing and will come together as you continue to learn more. Don't feel bad. Okay. Like, I kind of get what's going on. Obviously, there's this void. And obviously, there's evil afoot. And it's a bad situation. And I've got to find these fragments to try and stop whoever this scary, scary, big, laser-eyed person is. Oh, okay. We got to back it up. Put it in reverse, Terry. Actually, just... Oh my gosh, I forgot to tell you guys. I wish I'd had this as a recording. But Auden said, back it up, Terry, the other day. Back it up, Terry, back it up! I had just showed Charlotte the Terry, like the YouTube video. We'd watched it a couple times and we were laughing and laughing and laughing. And then as the girls were playing inside this cardboard box, I heard Auden go, back it up, Terry. But it was one of those really random situations and I didn't have I wasn't recording or anything and there was no way. And then I started laughing and Charlotte was like, say it again. But I was like, it's not as funny if you make her say it. She has to, like, it's only funny if she comes up with it on her own. Anyway, it was very, very funny. Oh, I'm so sorry, Jay. Yeah, slipping on ice. No bueno. Where's your mom? Are you the mom?
Hey.
You are the mom. We have been taking care of the land of gods for many years now, me and John, and my parents before us, but I haven't reflected on the rituals of the pilgrimage very much. Why is it that only bird shifters go through the pilgrimage? There are other shifters who are chosen by other spirit animals. There are, of course, the stories that tell of Kara. She was a bird shifter too, but it feels as if it's more than that. As with Kara's light, I feel that you were given it to shed light on something important. But you still have part of the pilgrimage left, don't you? Let's see. There is only one temple left now, and it's located beyond the storm of the Howling Peaks all the way up at the roof of the world in the north. It's an old monastery where people lived, served, and learned in solitude. The sigil is located close to a small bell tower rather than the temple itself. Take care when flying through the snow. Sometimes it's difficult to find the way, and it's raging stronger now than just a few years ago. Okay, well, luckily we've been to the roof of the world because I couldn't follow my map. Uh-oh. I know she's adventurous as her old man, but it's not the same. I'm just different when it's just different when it's your kid, you know? Will you please help me find her? I'll search around the camp and see if the sky boat is still there. Gods forbid she took the sky boat. The sky boat? Why do you have a sky boat when you have a super adventurous child? Did your phone crack? Oh my gosh. Never, ever, ever go to 7-Eleven. Just kidding. Hey, there's the sky boat. Whoa. Okay, she's not there. So I'm supposed to check the what now? The perimeter? Like, not in the village, but like, or am I supposed to check like the other islands? Because how would she get there? Mr. Flume. My spirit animal owns a plane. Well, my spirit animal is a plane. My spirit mechanical thing, my spirit vehicle is an airplane. My dad owns a plane. Okay. Good for you. I prefer seaplanes. I actually was just going through pictures of we went to the Virgin Islands years and years ago with Anders' dad. And apparently we took one of those little like puddle jumpers. And I don't even remember that. I don't remember why we took that, but we did. It's been such a pain going through all those old pictures. I love seeing all those old pictures, but it's been a huge pain because there she is. Hey girl, hey. Can you not talk to people when you're standing behind them? Because Link can. Have you seen this? I found this rock on my expedition all by myself. I'm convinced it is some kind of great evil monster mastermind's mineral minion. I've kept it under close watch. It hasn't done anything yet, except standing there. But I heard Medvin say that black rocks destroyed Kara's shrine. I bet it has something to do with that split mountain up to the northeast as well. Did you know that a spirit fox lives there? We went there once, me and Dad. I had to wait outside, but I found a large ruin, so I had an expedition there too. See, I'm an awesome adventurer, and now you should take me with you. Maybe I should ask Mom and Dad first. If they say yes, then it's a promise. Promise? Whoa, 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 child. Can't be slowing down, taking small children. Oh, thank you. I will do that. I will do that. What's he playing? Lethal? What is he? Is he doing Lethal Company still? I haven't seen him live in so long, but then again, I have very little time to tune into Twitch when I'm not actually sitting down in front of it. I need to go tell your dad that I found you. My spirit animal can beat your spirit animal. It's a Pokemon. Nora has been getting into Frozen recently. She's doing that thing where she just keeps singing one line over and over again. This week has been, when the north wind, Mr. C. Oh my gosh. You know what? This may be a hot take, but I thought the second Frozen was way better than the first one.
Hey.
Yep, I found her. I'm off to the north. 3 caves in the Howling Peaks. Okay. Howling Peaks to the north. Got it. Yep. Yes. You know the song by Lorde that, a hot take about Frozen? We're driving Cadillacs in our dreams. What is it? Royals? I had a client that had twins, and they used to call it, they had lisps. And they would say, no, Mama, we want to listen to Cadillac in our tweed. That was like, Cadillacs in our trees. Auden used to really love Eye to Eye by Powerline. I don't know if any of you have heard that one. It's only a classic from the 90s. It's from a Goofy movie, and Auden calls it Des of Us, and I, to this day, cannot tell you why. I have no idea. Des of Us. I've listened to it, and I'm like, I legitimately cannot figure out why this... Oh, wow. Nope, we need to go northeast. I can't figure out where she gets Des of Us. Nothing in it sounds like Des of Us, but apparently it does to her. Where the north wind, Mr. C. Has Ender ever tried the perfect cast? That is a great question. I should ask him. I love a Goofy movie. It's a good one. I've never seen an extremely Goofy movie, but Goofy movie's a good one. Frozen 2 had Weezer in it. That is also, yep, that's true. Let's check this out. I think I have, but maybe not. What? Have I read all of this? I feel like I have, but maybe I haven't. Nope. My name is Aram, and I was there on the day of the Great Divide. My youngest child was ill, and I asked the spirit animals for help. When I prayed by the shrine of Iloki, a terrible brightness pierced the air, and the land trembled and screamed. In terror, I took flight and watched with eagle eyes as the land broke into pieces, which crumbled and turned to dust. Only one place seemed calm. I flew there and perched on it, horror-struck. It was the lighthouse. Ugh. The lighthouse was surrounded by a golden shimmer that warmed and soothed me. I saw the priestess Kara pass me by, weeping. She held a lantern key, such as they make in the city of Urza, but the lantern was dead. The shimmer came from Kara herself, dwindling as I watched. She descended the lighthouse, and I saw that many spirit animals had gathered around the tower, watching. When Kara came to them, they bowed their heads and then left as if at an unspoken signal. Kara then looked at me and said, "You are Aram? I know you, and we need to talk." I found my voice and asked, "What has happened to the world, Kara?" She was silent for a moment and then said, "A great danger has gone, but also a great light. It's time we gather all who are lost so that we may find a way for our people to live in peace with the world again. Ever since then, I've been flying from one broken island to another to tell the lost people that there is a new home, to lead them here where we, in time, may heal again, where my youngest can regain her strength." I wonder, like I said, I wonder how long ago all of this happened. Because how scary. And how much of a burden that must have been on Kara to have all these people and have everything like torn from them and have to have all these people to keep safe. What is that spreading its shadow across the sky? That's an island way up there. Can I even go that high? Whoa. How have I never seen that? I've just missed this gigantic pillar. Oh moly. Oh, that came from Charlotte. She said that when she was little. Oh moly. What the heck? I mean, I know I'm not supposed to be here yet. Oh! Woo! It was quite the landing. Big pillar. Oh moly. There's a character in Watership Down that talks like that. No, he says pig. For big. Pig. He says pig water. Yeah. He calls the female rabbits mudders. Plenty mudder. Yeah, plenty mudder. The second Goofy movie was extremely... Wow, okay, we will be coming here eventually. Okay. we're just going to keep going in the direction that we're going because there are more islands over there that I have not... Oh, nope, I've been over there. Ooh, I do not like the absence of music. That is... No, no. Okay, what about this? Any people on here? People? People. Oh, this is the split mountain. And those are the rocks. Okay. Is that... Oh, moly. Big pig peeler. Homoly. Okay, this looks like more information. Oh, I thought these were scrolls. Ooh, girl. That is such an odd thing for these black rocks to grow. So do the black rocks grow out of the animals? Or do the black rocks grow where the animals have died? That is the question. Whoa, there are all these little tiny, like, outcroppings. I like that the music doesn't become, like, sad and scary in the Howling Peaks. It's just... It's different, but it's not, like, scary. Okay, we have not been here yet. Does it make you go up or faster? Oh! I cannot tell these things. Those are your friends fighting out there, you coward. Let's hide in this cave. There is no more cave. Oh, I feel so awful for these people. What a scary thing to have happen. Makes you go faster. Okay. We're gonna go up higher. Okay. Yep. Yes. I don't understand what these big markings mean, but that looks like... Oh! That looks like scary... What's his name? The big... The triangular... Although that's a triangle, but that is very much... That looks a lot like that dark face that I see after I finish a temple. There's another fox with 2 tails. That also looks promising. What is that over there? How did I miss this? Didn't I... Oh, maybe I did read this. Was this Aram? No. I am Ura, and a guardian of the land of gods. I made this record so my children and children's children may remember. On the day of the Great Divide, when our world shattered, I was still a child. I remember sitting at the white stairs of the southern city of Urza. So this happened a long time ago. We had planned a journey to the west, but since the God King had waged war on our city, our lands were not safe anymore, and we stayed inside the city walls. The God King Koroku, that's his name, he was called, had built horrible weapons, flying machines of raining fire, but we always thought them far away, or even empty rumors. Yep, sounds kind of Horizon Forbidden Westish. When the bells started ringing, fire and tears mixed in a horrible rain over us. We wept and screamed to the gods to end this, but we were answered by silence. Then the ground trembled, great cracks appeared, it split the white stone walls of Urza, and people fell into the black depths of the earth. I saw my loved ones disappear into the heaving earth, and when the steps beneath me broke, I fell too. But my spirit animal spoke to me, and I remembered and spread my wings. I do not know how, but I flew for a long time over broken lands and stormy clouds. I arrived at the outskirts of the land of gods half dead and fell unconscious on its grass. When I woke there, a priestess sat beside me, tending my wounds. She said Urza was no more and that the world had shattered. A god had sacrificed himself to seal away a void from our hearts. and broken the world in the process. Many had died, but so had the God King, and his city of On was no more. Our shattered world was now at peace. I wept, and still, after many years, I weep at the memory of this day and the terrible cost of this peace. Yikes. Okay, story is making a little more sense here. Oh! A little bit more sense. Oh, wrong button again! Gosh, I can do this. So we have to go to the northwest. Okay, that is a savey place. Does it pick up? Oh, look at all these people. Oh my. Seriously? That looks like a thunder cougar falcon bird. What are they called? Storm birds. That reminds me of a storm bird. Oh my. Surrender, you dogs of On. I hope the people with the swords are the ones winning. I hope so. The lands are breaking apart. Run away, the troops of Urza are coming. Okay, so you're a bad one. Yeah. Am I gonna have to, like, face these? Oh, that was the city of On. Okay. Am I gonna, like, face these creatures, or... Oh my. Oh, here are two. This one. Whoa. Okay. Okay, we have to go northwest. What time is it? 2:30? Okay. I should probably wake Auden at about 2:45. I really have to pee though, so I'm gonna have to pause here. Let me go pee. No kidney stones for me. No way. I'll be right back. Can't go a whole stream without having to pee. I'm so glad she went to sleep. Oh my gosh. I was really, really worried that she was going to, I know AER is different and vague, but I do hope you're enjoying it. And if not, I will not take offense. No, 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 no. I am enjoying it immensely. I think it's a beautiful game. I really like finding all the little, like, people and all the little... Oh, like, there's one. I like finding all the little, like, spirit people and listening to what they have to say. This is where I meet you, child, inside the broken mountain. And I imagine the more of these you find, the more the story kind of becomes clear. If you didn't see all those people, like if you never went out of your way to try and go find any of those people, I feel like the story would not make a lot of sense. I mean, it kind of would, but if you didn't go out of your way to go try and find like all those scrolls and stuff, I don't think it would make as much sense. I'm sorry, did Dadbods tell me what Control Freak is streaming? Because I don't remember. Or I missed it. Okay, we're almost there. I mean, not that it matters. We'll raid Control Freak anyway, but... Was he playing Lethal Company? I knew nothing about Lethal Company until Alcondros told me what it was. Okay. Oh, it's gonna be harder to see little people here. Here's a cave. I will go into this cave. Something just made a sound. I'm so glad she napped today. With these friends coming over, I was like, man, if she doesn't nap, she's gonna have to go to bed really early, and that'll totally screw up our night. Oh, hallelujah. Yeah, I feel like Journey is kind of this, well, no, I guess Journey you can kind of sort of make it through. Journey's story is even more vague. Journey's story is very, very like, you can kind of sort of guess what happens. I'm not even entirely sure what happens, but... Okay, wait. This is the tear or the tear? I think it's the tear. Oh yeah, I really like this aesthetic. I like these colors a lot. That really kind of neon purple is really nice. Okay, well, there are black rocks here, so I assume there was something here that was important. That the... Oh. It was like, there has to be something in here. My love gazes at the false sky, but she will not know me. I took her hand and said her name, but her mind was empty. I fear that it's the doing of the hungry star. It has stolen her soul. The followers say it's a new god and that she is part of it now. The priestess of the old gods said that her soul is lost forever. But do I want to believe this? She will try to close the rift it has opened to our world, but all those who wander on the other side will never come back. Her name was Saridha. It really is. It's a beautiful game, and you don't even necessarily need any sort of super crazy storyline because it's really fun to play. I love flying. Flying through the sky is really, really fun. I think the only thing in here for me was that scroll, maybe? He said there were 3 caves. But I can't remember. I think he just said 3 caves in Howling Peaks. I imagine they're probably marked by lanterns. What is that? Oh, but she said it was like, it was by a bell tower though. I wouldn't consider that a bell tower. But there's another one. Maybe these just lead you to the caves? Interesting. Okay. So that is not the sigil. That looks promising over there, but I'm looking for other caves. Oh, that is another one. What? Is that a catapult? What the... This looks like it about what Austin, or not Austin, where we are has kind of felt like over the last couple days. We haven't had any snow, really, but man, it has been so cold. And it's been so windy. So windy. Maybe I'm supposed to follow the little bell things? Wait. He said there were 3 caves. 3 caves. Is this another one, maybe? No. That is some deep snow, girl. Oh, no. Oh, that looks promising, too. Have I been here? Oh, it's like a frozen... It's just ahead. We're almost there. Oh, that's the cave that I already went in. Okay. So, are these caves, like, spread throughout this one island? Or are they just... You know what? They're probably spread throughout peaks. I'll bet. And they're probably lit, like that one is. I'll bet. Okay, well, I see people down there. Purple. Heave! The God King demands more rocks from his for his mechanical beasts, and it's your heads if he doesn't get them. Okay. What a miserable place. This is... Oh, wait. This is no bueno. Oh, that looks very promising over there. Okay. Salty, how are you? Good to see you. How goes the house project? Oh my gosh. You know what I just realized? Speaking of house projects, I just realized, so we've had this flooring in our entryway and in my laundry room for months now because my mother-in-law found them. Yeah, no, that sounds miserable. Seriously, that's what it feels like. I mean, obviously that's extreme, but it's been so windy here. So the wind chill has gone down, but I can't compare with J-Hop saying his high today was 5. We've had this flooring. It's that wood flooring, but it's like, it's not hardwood, but it's like the stuff that like clicks and locks in. You know what I mean? What do they call that? Vinyl? No, it's like laminate or whatever. And I looked up the reviews for it because you can get that exact same one that she found on the curb. You can get it at Lowe's. Ooh. And the reviews are not great. And it says that it's not very waterproof. And I was like, okay, well, I kind of sort of need a floor that I can clean with water. Sounds like it's tough flying around an animated snowscape when it's also winter. Yeah, it's pretty rough. She doesn't seem to be bothered by it, though. Okay, I will go to you in a second. And it turns out I have been thinking of the wrong thing all along. So back in our old apartment, we had like, I thought we had that type of flooring, but it turns out we didn't. We had like the peel and stick that looks like wood, but it's not wood. It's vinyl, I guess. And this whole time, I thought the stuff that she found on the side of the road or on the curb was the same stuff. So I've been looking into that, and I haven't really been able to find much that is any better than the one we have that has terrible reviews. And then when we were at my mother-in-law's house the other day, she was like, well, we use the peel and stick vinyl like tiles. And she said, we had a floor guy come in because when they bought the house, okay, well, this does not do anything for me. And I can't get up there. Okay, I was hoping for something exciting, but there is nothing exciting unless it's like around the back, which I doubt. But she said when they bought their house, they got like they somehow factored in like X amount of dollars toward new flooring. And so they called this flooring guy and he was like, honestly, I would just use the vinyl tiles. That's what I would use. That's what I would put down in my house. They're hardy. If you're looking for a budget friendly floor, obviously hardwood or like, you know, ceramic tile or whatever is, you know, it's better quality, but they're expensive. And if you're looking for something that is not as expensive, I would just go for the, like, just the vinyl, and they have like peel and stick. And so all of a sudden I realized that's what we had in our old apartment, and it was great. It looked like wood, but it held up really well. It was easy to clean. It was easy to replace if like one piece became scratched or whatever. And so this whole time I've been thinking they were the same thing. And it wasn't until yesterday that I was like, oh my gosh, I've been looking at the wrong stuff. So I asked my mother-in-law if she wanted, here's my lantern. Oh, there's another one. I see. Oh, there's even another one. How do I, okay. So hopefully we can actually get started on our floors now that we know exactly what we're doing. It would be so loud. And I know it's not like the greatest floor, but we can't put tons of money into getting a super expensive floor, especially when this isn't our forever home. If it were the house I felt like we were going to stay in forever, then I would rip out all the flooring. I would rip out all the tile in the kitchen. I would do everything, and I would replace it all with the same floor. My mother-in-law's house, she has used the peel and stick like tiles and actually put grout between them. And it looks nice, but she has a different floor in every single room. And I don't love the look of that, me personally. I like the look of all the same floor across the whole entire house. It makes everything look bigger. Okay, so way to go. Good job, team. We cracked the walkway. Fantastic. I still want to find the last part of the frostbite suit. There's a frostbite suit? I can't remember that. I just remember the one that you buy from the Rito that keeps you warm. Maybe there's another one. No, you can't fly indoors. Nope. I wish. It would make things a heck of a lot easier. But no. Apparently inside... What is... Oh, it's the key! Oh my gosh. Of course it was! What did I think it was gonna be? Consistent flooring is the way to go for visual expansion. Yeah, when we had our floors replaced in our apartment, so we had like little laminate like tile floor. I think it was just or maybe it was sheet vinyl. I'm not really sure. But we had that in the kitchen. But then our like there was just like this diagonal cut where there was like no. We had, our little dining area was carpet. And so we had carpet throughout the family room and that little dining area by the kitchen. The kitchen and the bathroom were sheet laminate, I think, or something like that. I think they were laminate sheets or something like that. And they looked kind of like wood, but you could definitely tell they were cheap floors. And so somehow we managed to wiggle our way into getting, when we renewed a contract with them, we managed to get them to replace our floors. We were on the ground floor. And so one day these two guys came in and tore up all the floors and replaced it with all that that kind of peel and stick vinyl. And it looked like wood. It was a really deep, dark color. And when we walked into our apartment, when it was done, it changed the look of the whole place. It looked so much bigger, even though it wasn't bigger. It looked bigger. I found my way to the far north. Aren't you cold? Even I can feel the chill through my fur. Might be the hot-bloodedness of humans? Well, at least you made the air shimmer in here. Like the stars found at the roof of the world, where the air is crisp and clear and storms never rage. A key in the ice to break ice once more. Go west, go north, but don't freeze to death as other creatures before you. Yeah, how is she not cold? Like, I would be free. Well, it's kind of like, that is my one biggest, Bye, Hayes! I hope your little one gets better quickly. That is my one beef with Horizon Forbidden West and Horizon Zero Dawn. Not that it matters, but even in Tears of the Kingdom and stuff, Link has to wear proper attire when it's cold. And in Horizon Forbidden West, Aloy's running around in practically their, you know, her midriff showing, everything in like sleeveless outfits and stuff, and she's fine. And I was like, it would have been very easy. Well, I say very easy. I'm not a game dev, but I feel like they could have had it be that, you know, she needed specific gear for the cold. She gets so much gear. You'd think that they could do that, but, you know, whatever. What do I know? I don't know anything. I'm not a game developer. I'm not going to say it would have been easy. I take that back because I don't know how hard that is. Notes on Legends of the Western Clans by Rhett, the scholar of the Summer Islands. There are numerous legends about the gods of the old clans. One such legend foretold by some clans is the far northwest says there is not one creator, but two. One who made the realm, which they call the Great Dream, and one who made the world and its inhabitants. They also speak of the Soul Pact, an ancient bond between us and this creator of our world. Fascinating, but hard to believe. Fashion over function. It just kind of struck me as odd. I was like, well, Breath of the Wild does that, but... And maybe other games too, I'm not really sure. Just don't look down and we'll be fine. I wish I could fly over these cliffs. I'm sorry. What is up? Oh. Okay, so there's one more cave here, I believe. I don't know where it is located, but I feel... Okay, it's 2:49. This is where we're going to leave it for today because I want to raid Control Freak, and that always takes me a hot minute. So this is where we're going to leave it, although that looks promising over there. Although this isn't where I'm going to end up because when I start my game again, I will start at a new place. Maybe a cave here. Maybe. Maybe? Nope. Okay, maybe not. Maybe here. This also looks promising. Yeah! Or something. Something with lights. A cave! Unless this is this... Oh no, I don't think so. Who keeps these lights? I wonder if anyone has taken shelter in this cave. Yeah, this is the third cave, I believe. I mean, even in this house, if I had my way, I would just tear up all the tile and just replace it all with the same flooring. But Ander was like, tearing up tile is such a pain. You don't want to do it. And I was like, what would you do if you came home one day and I just started like chipping away the tile? And he was like, that would be your project and your project alone. I would not help you with it. You started it, you finish it. And I was like, fine. But you can like rent things to help you get rid of tile. Like you don't have to do it by hand. You can just rent from like Home Depot or something. You can rent a thing that'll do it for you. Notes on Legends of the Western Clans by Rhett. Especially, oh, everything is sacred. Especially there is a shrine in the lighthouse, which is rumored to be a place of power. Some ancient texts refer to it as the House of the First Light, the cradle of the world where the ancient gods first woke up and walked the lands. Now it just looms as a small black tower made from alien obsidian, lonely and abandoned, a relic in the eyes of our civilization. It is a mistake that we don't care for. Is it a mistake that we don't care for what was left to us by our ancestors? You could say that about anybody's ancestors. You know? You could say that about the people that have gone before us in any life, in anybody's life. I'm so glad. I'm doing okay. First time I got a little lost. Second, though, I'm getting it. I'm getting it. I'm feeling it. I don't feel like I'm nearly as like, what? I feel like it's coming together. Nope. I can honestly say I've never run into the sun. Oh, gosh. My lady, welcome. It's an honor to receive you here. You may not know me, but I know who you are. Come, listen to my story. I still remember the time when Kara was still a cub. It was her first visit to the land of gods her clan was traveling through. I, myself, was still young, just over 100 years. And as chance would have it, they stopped for a rest near my home at the time. I was walking by and she went up to me. She was still without words, but she hugged me and her heart talked to me. Years later, she came back. She remembered me, one of her first memories, she said. I offered her a pact, but she had already entered one with the bird of the Thunder Isles. We became good friends, however, and I was the first to meet her after the Great Divide. The Creator had split himself to lock away a void growing in his heart. The world crumbled. He had given Kara the task of keeping the pieces of his being safe. 3 fragments of great power, the void locked in its prison, and one last piece, his hopes, his dreams, and his love for the world and its beauty. Kara came to me much later again when the world was calm once more to present the last piece to me. The cub was as small as Kara the cub was as small as Kara was when we met the first time, and her name was Mina. Wait, the last piece to you? Yeah, the bear just said, "M'lady." I like that bear. He's a good bear. He had some serious hair. Bro hit you with a, you started it, you finish it. Exactly. He was like, if I come home and I find that you have been messing around with the tile floors, but you know what? With like the peel and stick laminate flooring, which I know sounds kind of cheap, but we can't really afford much else. It's better than carpet. We just might do that later. I don't know. I know it would increase the value of our home if we had all the same flooring. I've actually seen the insides of some of the houses around here because when they go on sale, I look up like the house across the street from us and like kitty corner to us is on sale right now, it's on sale. It's for sale right now, and so I went and checked it out, and they have the same they have the same layout as we do, but they have the same thing. They've got tile in the kitchen, and then they have that kind of, whether it's laminate or it's vinyl planking or whatever it is, they have hard kind of wood-like floors. It doesn't look like hardwood, but they have that kind of hard wood-like floor throughout the whole house, but they don't have it in the kitchen, and it just cuts off that line to the eye. It just cuts off those rooms, and it doesn't make it look as big. Remember the story about Aaron and the spirit bear? No. Oh wait, yes I do. Because they came here once? Oh, I can't imagine taking a child here. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Now I remember. Now that you said that. Control freak. Oh, he's playing a Plague Tale. Oh man, that's definitely not for me, because that also has to do with like a small sick child, right? Yeah, no, that is not my deal. Jay says, if I redid our flooring based on what we can afford, it will be soft wood floors or whatever is under our tiles. Well, I mentioned to Ander we could just stain the concrete. I know it's concrete. I do believe we did just meet that bear. He's a good bear. I like that bear. I told him we could just do stained concrete, and he said he didn't want stained concrete because it hurts his feet. And I don't blame him. When I'm standing in the kitchen for long periods of time on that really hard tile, my feet start to hurt too. That laminate or vinyl or whatever definitely isn't soft, but it has a little more give than tile or cement. But stained concrete floors can look beautiful. My mom had some in the little duplex she lived in, and they were so pretty, but they're hard. It's not great if you have like little kids, because then if they fall, it can really, really hurt. But Ander does not want stained concrete, so I was like, okay, all right, that's fine. I'm looking at budget-friendly options. I'm not willing to go into more debt to create some really nice fancy floor. This is not our forever home. I feel like we can do this peel and stick or whatever, this laminate flooring, vinyl flooring, whatever, and I think it will look fine, and it will be fine, and it will be relatively easy for the next people to replace if they want to replace it. And all we need is hard floors, and we don't want to go into more debt to do it. So we're just going to have to figure something else out. All right, this is where I'm going to leave it here today, guys. I got to go wake Auden in a couple minutes. So we are going to raid Control Freak because Control Freak is awesome. You don't have to stay, but go in there, say hi, tell him he's awesome. He is awesome. He and I have very similar, like, energy levels. And he is a super cool guy, and he has rated me many times, and I really appreciate that from him. He is a very kind person. And Jay says, my brother told me how he could tell the difference between rich houses in Peru, concrete floors versus dirt. There you go. Yeah, it's really pretty, and you can do some really pretty designs in it, but it is not good on the body. It's just really not. You need something with a little more give. And I know everybody says, well, carpet is soft, but carpet also harbors lots of allergens, and I am not down. So, let me pull up Control Freak's his thing here. You know what I mean. He's playing, Plague Tale, a Requiem. I don't know if this is rated M. I'm not really sure. I have no idea, but Control Freak is awesome. And it looks kind of sort of Horizon Zero Dawn-ish, kind of, in the way that it's, like, the animation and stuff. But anyway, so everybody give him a little bit of love, but like I said, you don't have to stick around. I'm not going to stick around. I have to go and wake Auden, but I just appreciate everybody being here and hanging out with me, and I appreciate the hype train at the beginning and all the resubs and everything and the bits. You guys make my day. I love streaming. I love sitting down and hanging out with you guys, and I really appreciate this community. Just remember how much you matter and how important you are, and that this world is a better place with you in it than without you in it. And just use kindness. You just never know how you could affect somebody's day, even if it's just a very small conversation or a smile. It can really, really make somebody's day. So just always remember, people are always going through things. Life is hard, and people are always going through things. So, but I love each one of you, and you are amazing human beings. I am very lucky to have you in my life. So everybody have a good weekend. Happy pizza day, or whatever you decide to do with your night. Okay, I will be back on Sunday, and we will do Charlotte's Journey stream on Sunday. I will post that on the Discord. Thanks for being here, Collector. Thank you. Did you change your color? I feel like you were always blue. Now you're like this lime green. But we'll plan on, I'll put that in the Discord, but we'll plan on Charlotte streaming Journey on Sunday. And then I've got to find a time to do, I've got to figure out how to get OBS up and running on my laptop and all that stuff so I can do Metroid Cake Balls. But we finally did the Channel Point Community Challenge. So I will be streaming from my kitchen one of these days. I just don't know exactly when. So keep your eyes peeled for that. If you are not a member of my Discord, there's the link. I have lots of, I put up events or whatever there when they're happening, schedule changes, things like that. So plan on Sunday afternoon, hopefully, Charlotte streaming Journey, since we did that. Yeah, peeled eyeballs. Metroid Cake Balls are so cute. They're so cute. I'm gonna have to, now I've got to prepare. So we're gonna raid Control Freak. He is a pretty awesome guy. I like him a lot. He is super, super cool. So, go in there and hype him up a little bit. And, yeah, I'll see all of you guys on Sunday. We're gonna start this raid here. It's gonna get ready. It's gonna get ready to raid Control Freak. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. Wait a minute. Oh, wait. Oh, I heard him yell, and I was like, the raid didn't go through yet, did it? No, it didn't. Okay, all right. I will see all of you guys on Sunday. Everybody have an excellent weekend. And I will see all of you guys next time. Adios, guys.